Hey, 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 hi there. I wanted to pop in live today, spontaneously, because something came up in a client call today, and I was also a guest in I guess it would be a mastermind or coaching program. I was the guest expert today, and that came up in that group, and it's something I hear a lot. I hear it a lot from my clients. I hear a lot from my students. I hear it a lot from people on my feed, and it's one of the general questions I get, and especially, I deal with mostly women. My clients are mostly women, usually over 45, who are new to the online world, but are smart cookies and have had careers and have businesses and know what they're doing, but they feel a little intimidated and confused now that they're transitioning themselves to this online world. So something that came up twice today, and I figured if it came up twice today and mine has explained it a third time to you, is how do you solve this puzzle of branding yourself, of creating an image for yourself, of setting yourself up, of having a very cohesive both visual message, written message, and brand message that when someone sees you, they understand instantly who you are about. Now, the thing is, you could say, oh, well, you just blah, 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 but what happens when you don't know? Because the problem with most people, including myself, and this goes across the board for anything, is you don't know what you don't know, right? So sometimes you get that feeling, that creeping feeling like something's not right. Something's not right. Like I'm looking at the fonts on a website, or I'm looking at the colors I have, and something's not right. And other times you hire someone to be a web designer, to be a branding expert, to be a personal stylist. Not that I'm a fan of those things, personal stylist, that is. And they give you an image. They create an image for you, right? They dress you up. It's like color forms. You stand there and they slap all these things on you and you're like, here's your new look. And even though that doesn't relate to you, you think, because you paid all this money for it, that it's good. So you end up with photos of yourself that aren't on brand. You end up with clothes that you don't feel comfortable wearing. You end up with a website that may not be something that you identify with, that's not really authentically you. And what happens is, in this online world, I see somebody just popped on. Let me see. I have to see who just popped. I got a thumbs up. So what happens is, in this online world, people see us and make quick judgments about us in 1/10 of 1 second. And that is crazy, right? So in real life, and going out and people meeting you in normal things offline, it's 7 seconds or less, depending on the study. It's 5 seconds to 7 seconds of what people think that they get a first impression. But online, it's like 1/10 of a second, right? So you have this brand, and you don't know what to do with it, and you don't know where to start. So before you start doing anything, I firmly believe that no matter what, if you're doing something every day, if it's something that is totally representing you, learn how to do it right. Learn how to be authentic in it, learn how to be real in it, and learn how it looks like you, no matter what it is. So if it's what you wear, if it's the stuff behind you in your living room, if it's the colors on your website, whatever it is, it's a continual flow, fonts, designs, branding, that's something that comes from you, that speaks from you, that people see you, that they relate to you. So the thing is, like, how do you know? How do you know where to start? And I got a really easy thing you can do. So whether you're trying to create a new website, or you're trying to create a new landing page, or new brand colors, or not knowing what to wear, or not knowing how to position yourself in your photos, I did this long time ago. I just discovered it when Pinterest first started out, which I feel like was frontier days already. And I've been using it with clients for years. There's actually an old post on focusonstyle.com on my website called Iconic Moments. You can Google that, and it'll give you an idea of how to do it for just fashion, for just what you wear, to find your own unique style. It's something I've used in my Say Chic Crash Course, which is my style program. It's something I use in my new program that's coming out really soon called Simply Amazing Headshots. It's something I use one-on-one with clients, and it's something I use for myself when I'm trying to build websites and redesign brand images, whether it's a done-for-you thing that I'm doing with some clients, or it's my site, or I've done things. I've actually just rebranded my husband's site. I'll show you that in one of these coming up soon. But what you do is if you go to Pinterest, and if it's no matter what it is, do a separate board for each one. So do a separate board for web design, do a separate board for maybe branding colors, do a separate board for style, whatever it is, just niche it down. And when it's your style, your personal style, what you wear, what I say is look for your iconic moments. So look for things in fashion that you like, that you think of, and you're going, I like that movie. I like the way Jennifer Aniston looked. I like the way Audrey Hepburn's style is. I like that magazine cover of so-and-so. I like Oprah's cover when she had that blah, blah, blah. I like what someone wore to the Met Ball. Whatever it is, those things, don't overthink this. It all needs to come super fast. Those images, put them together in a board, and you'll start to see that there's a thread. There's a thread, there's a design, there's something you relate to, and a similarity that goes through it. Same thing when it comes to your website. Go and look and spend some time. Look for websites that you like, that you relate to, that, may not necessarily be in your niche. And take a Pinterest board and put them down and go, I really like the way the top slider is on that site. I like the way the images come down. I like the way there's an overlay. I like the way it's full page and responsive. Whatever it is, you will start to see how to put your brand together that way and what you like. Same thing when it comes to fonts, web fonts, because they say, I'm crazy for web fonts because it really speaks your brand. If you look at my little name on the side, you see what I use. I have a bold, and then I have an ultralight of a sans serif font, and then I have another font. I go back and forth between two of them. That's an italic that's really pretty. I have one that's web friendly, and I have another one I use on anything that's a graphic. But I will always use those fonts, and you will see from the Focus on Style logo to any kind of things I put on Instagram, which, by the way, I've been on an Instagram fury lately. I am reviving my Instagram account, so please, please, please go follow me over there at Focus on Style. Got lots of cool stuff. So you'll see even on those messages, there's a continuity that goes to everything I do. So you do the same thing. I invite you to do the same thing on your Pinterest board. Start looking for sites and saying, I like that font. I like those colors. I like that design. And as you have these boards, or even saying, this is not like a set, this is just a spot in my living room, but you even say, okay, I want to have a place in my house that I can just sit down in, not build a set, but like a real place in my home. So you say, okay, I'm going to go to this corner, that corner, and you look at other people's videos, other people's photos, and you start creating a little Pinterest board, and you go, well, that's really cool the way she has a couch. Or I see she's got a mirror, which is a pain in the neck with a reflection in a window. She's kind of sitting in the front. It's not staged. So you kind of find these little nuances in each thing. You put them together. And I can guarantee, because I have never been wrong on this one, that when you start putting all these things together, you will start seeing a thread of who you are, of what you relate to, that not only will spark ideas in you, but if you did go and hire an expert or a designer or a stylist, or want to use my programs or work with me or anyone, or a done-for-you service, that you can show them something that's a tighter message of exactly what you want. You will give them examples of what builds your brand. And of course, you can take this and it can change from if you were in finance to if you were in food or you're in design. And I know a lot of times brand colors really speak a lot. I've worked with women who have been, in business sites, and their site and their website looks like they're going to be doing a yoga pose right now, and they're talking about finances. I work with women in finances, and their site looks like they're about to make a green smoothie. Now, that stuff is all cool if it's part of your personality and you're including it in your Instagram feed or something like that to give a whole view of who you are. But when you're just trying to relate to someone, you need to have something that looks like that image and is slightly aspirational and is not only relating to the ideal customer you want to work with, you want to attract, but it's also a part of you that's authentic to you, that's part of your soul that you can relate to, and it's cohesive. So everything you do is a cohesive message. And if you notice, besides my font, that I have colors I like. There's the reds behind, oh, that's white. I always think it's the opposite, right? So there's the reds behind me in those vases. And I have to, I'm always confusing backwards. Okay, so if I go that way, there's the reds behind me in my vases. You'll see in the Focus on Style main eye logo, there's similar colors. There's a darker red in the chair behind me. Even in this little bracelet, there's reds in that too. So you'll see that there's certain colors. If you were looking in front of me, there's reds on the vases in front of me. They're the same brand colors I like. They have the same color accents. There's a black ground in what I wear all the time. The other colors go on top of it. So whether it be my home or my office, which has some construction going right now, or it be my logo or my font colors or what I'm wearing, you'll see there's a similarity, and you're going to find that in yourself as well when you really spend the effort and the time to solve the puzzle of who you are and what your brand is. And this is particularly overwhelming and scary when you're in transition, when you're reinventing your career, because particularly if you worked for a big firm before and now you're working for yourself, you are the face of your brand. So before, you may have been able to be in your corner office or your cubicle or whatever it is, and you didn't have to worry about it. You were working under someone else's brand design, right? But now it's yours. So when you're building yours, start honing in on what you relate to, looking for the theme, creating these individual boards, and start seeing things that you like. And if you're not finding it online, use your phone and take snaps all over and upload it to your Pinterest boards as well. And you'll just have things that not only spark some inspiration in you, but you relate to and you like, and you can start to solve the puzzle together that way. And also you'll have something that you can relate to other people, and they'll see what you're saying. So, hope you get some benefit out of this. I know it's worked with so many other people. I've done it for myself in my own, when I'm doing website design. I've done it with all my clients in the Say Sheet Crash Course. I've done it with one-on-one business clients. So I'm sure you'll get some benefit out of it. But what I want to know what you think. So in the comments below, don't forget to let me know what you think. So I want to see boards from you wherever you're finding that disconnect, whether it be in your photos and your headshots, not knowing how to position yourself, whether it be in what you wear, whether it be in your brand image, in the fonts, in the colors, in your web design. I want you to take all your visual goodies and create separate boards for them and start to see where the connection is. And if you feel stumped, just put it down and do it again. But whatever you do, don't think too hard. This is the stuff that's really true to you, that's inside of you, and it'll come up right away and you'll see it. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. I'll be back here. And hey, if you're following me on Facebook, don't forget to make sure you have your notifications on so you know the next time I'm on live. If you're watching me now on IGTV, that too, make sure you have it turned on and you're following me there so you can see when I'm live. And if you're on YouTube, it's the same deal. So anyway, make sure you follow me, you know when I'm live, and you know what the drill is, okay? Leave a comment, let me know what you got from it, and I'm always here with you on my Focus on Style page and on focusonstyle.com. See you soon, guys. Bye.